Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good day to you all. Welcome to our special webinar on the graduate programs at Aga Khan University. I'm Dr. Kiran Abbas, a recent alumnus of AKU's graduate program and currently a research specialist in community health sciences. It's an honor to guide you through today's session, where we will explore the excellent opportunities AKU offers to its graduate students. I would ask everyone to keep themselves mute, and we will go through the 6 graduate programs followed by a question and answer session at the end. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat box. Let's begin with a brief video that encapsulates the essence of Aga Khan University. I hope that everyone can see my screens.
Welcome to the Aga Khan University Stadium Road campus in
We need to call it because just give us a few minutes. We'll sort out the audio issues.
Eamon, आपको you have my presentation.
Oh, yeah.
ठीक है, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's in the
Karachi, Pakistan. In the words of the New York Times, it's a breathtakingly beautiful place.
Is everybody here can hear the audio of the video?
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to the Aga Khan University's Stadium Road campus in Karachi, Pakistan. In the words of the New York Times, it's a breathtakingly beautiful place, an oasis in a hectic city. The campus was designed by the internationally renowned firm Bioethics, which has created buildings for Harvard, MIT, and other top universities. Inspired by the history of Islamic architecture, it feels deeply rooted in its local context, yet thoroughly modern, using state-of-the-art materials and equipment. Iconic features include its dramatic portals, the weeping plaster of its facades, pink marble that was mined in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and its numerous gardens and courtyards, which allow for both interaction and contemplation. AKU was recently named one of the world's top 100 universities in public health. According to the Pakistan Council for Science and Technology, 6 of the top 10 health researchers in the country can be found here at the medical college. Of course, there's more to the AKU experience than just studying and working. We have the Sports Center, where you can play a wide range of sports or cool off in our Olympic swimming pool. We also hold major events at the center, including Convocation, making it the site of many memorable moments over the years. As His Highness the Aga Khan once said,
the buildings and spaces of a school, often the first exposure of young people to architecture and design spaces, both educate the eye of students and reinforce the intellectual standards and cultural rootedness of the institution.
Certainly, my fellow students and I feel fortunate to be living and learning amid these beautiful surroundings.
I hope that we will get a chance to see you in person in Karachi soon.
I hope that video has provided you with a glimpse into the vibrant campus life, the cutting-edge research, and the community-focused initiatives that define AKU. Now I'd like to highlight AKU's commitment to nurturing leaders in their respective fields. As an alumnus, I can attest to the transformative education and the myriad of opportunities available for the personal and professional growth. AKU offers multiple degrees, including epidemiology and biostatistics, health policy and management, public health, Masters of Philosophy in Biological and Biomedical Sciences, Professions Education, Health Professions Educations, and Masters in Bioethics, and Doctor of Philosophy and Health Sciences. These programs are distinguished by global accreditation, adherence to international standards, and a curriculum focused on practical knowledge, innovative research, and community impact. Options for both full-time and part-time study accommodate a diverse set of students. At AKU, student success is supported by comprehensive academic mentorship, robust healthcare services, and financial assistance. Our Alumni Affairs Department is committed to providing vast networking opportunities and career facilitation. Aga Khan University is committed to excellence by empowering its students as evidenced by these words of His Highness the Aga Khan. Without further ado, I'd like to invite each of our esteemed program directors to introduce their programs. We will hear from Dr. Rehana Rahman on the Masters of Philosophy in Biological and Biomedical Sciences, Dr. Tabassum Zahra on the Masters of Health Professions Education, Dr. Asad Nafis on Masters of Science in Public Health, Dr. Narjis Rizvi on Masters of Health Policy and Management, Dr. Shafkat Rozi on the Masters of Science in Epidemiology and Biostatistics, and Dr. Rubina Khan on Masters of Bioethics. Please, Dr. Rehana, you have the floor.
Right. Thank you so much.
Let me just turn on the
Right. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon. I am Dr. Rehana Rehman, representing the program MPhil in Biological and Biomedical Sciences. This is the flyer you might have seen, which is there on for our advertisement. And as far as this program is concerned, I will give you an overview. What are the eligibility criteria? What is the process, what are the scope of this program, and some additional attributes which we have in our program, like peer mentoring. And I'll just quickly go through the extracurricular activities which we do have in this program. So
You can tell me.
okay, key stage. Right. Yes. Now it's working? Yes, okay. So the vision of the program is to produce competent, confident, and productive biomedical scientists who can continue their passion for research and learning in further education, PhD training, and they have a successful career in academia and industry. The missions on which we work are to educate graduate students with the broad-based integrated concepts of basic health sciences in the field of research-based education, which integrates the different desired attributes of AKU graduates, knowledge, skills, and attitudes as outcomes, and to welcome meritorious applications from a wide range of disciplines. 16 years of schooling or 4 years of education after HSC, FA or FSC or grade 12 with a minimum or equivalent to CGPA of 2.5 is the main eligibility criteria of admission in this program. Yes, please. So there are also 2 scholarships which are available for the candidates who are selected in 2024 and 25, and these are scholarships which have their tuition fee waived off, and they will receive a monthly stipend of rupees 25,000. In addition to that, all the MPhil students, they get a research grant of US $350 plus 50,000 rupees to take care of the different reagents and the chemicals which will be used in their experiments. All these research experiments are supervised by the faculty members in the Department of Biological and Biomedical Sciences, who have different expertise in non-communicable diseases, in stem cells, in cancer, immunology, endocrinology, etc. Next, please. So we at Department of Biological and Biomedical Sciences, in the MPhil program, although the degree is written MPhil in Biological and Biomedical Sciences, but on the transcript, there can be 4 disciplines which could be added: a discipline of anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and pharmacology. And when the students join and they take the elective courses, we opt them which are the courses, selection of which will enable them to get a degree of anatomy, and same is for the rest of the disciplines. So this MPhil program is a 2-year full-time program which requires 24 credit hours, and successful completion of the coursework with minimum of CGPA of 2.5 and more is required. And this, after completion of this coursework, then there is 24 credit hours for the coursework, and 6 credit hours are destined for the research, thesis, and presentation of the thesis and its defense. Next, please. So this is I'm sorry, the slide is not very visible, but I will just tell you that there are 4 core courses in the first semester. MPhil comprises of 4 semesters. First 2 semesters are for the courses, and the 3rd and 4th semester are for the research work. So in the first semester, the core courses are on cell molecular biology and genetics. This is CMG1 course. The second course is research methodology. Third course is research seminar in health sciences, in which during the journal clubs, we educate the students how to read papers, how to present papers, and how to critically appraise the papers. Fourth course is on the biostatistics, and in that course, we let the students know how can they apply different tests while they are doing their experiment. After the first semester, they now enter into the second semester, and in the second semester, we have around 12 elective courses, and these courses are for all the four disciplines: anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and pharmacology. They have to opt at least one major course from that discipline, and the rest of courses we give them choices, and they can have any one of these courses depending on which discipline they want to get to be written on their transcripts. Next, please. So after the second semester, then the students, they land in the research work. In the research work, the students are given the projects, which are actually the projects of the students of their supervisors, who are BBS faculty members, and they are usually the funded projects. We in the departmental review committee, we approve that these projects are feasible, and then we upload them on the students' website, which is a virtual learning environment, and we ask students to select these projects. The students, they select these projects in rank order 1, 2, 3, and then after they have selected their projects, then we go for the matching of the student and the supervisors and allot the respective student to the supervisors, and then they start their supervisor students meeting, as well as they are on the bench and starting their research work. It is not the primary supervisor who will be supervising these students, but it will be a combination of primary, secondary, as well as the whole supervisory committee. Next, please, Anna. And these students, after completion of this MPhil, they can be appointed in the different universities on the academic titles. They can work in the research laboratories, pharmaceutical industries, government or charity-funded research laboratories, as well as the clinical laboratories, depending upon the experience which they have gained during their MPhil studies. Another program which we have, which is a little unique as compared to the rest of the program, is the peer mentoring. And in the peer mentoring, what we do is that as soon as the students, they are enrolled in the new MPhil class, we give them their peer mentors, who are no one else but the students who are 1 year senior to them. Then we ask them to go for a mentor-mentee meeting, in which we encourage the mentees, the peer mentees, to discuss all the challenges which they are expected to face, and they can ask their peer mentors about the different books, the research material, how can they read, how can they make notes, how can they follow the different lectures. And this peer mentor and mentee relationship, so far we have noticed that it gives an excellent contribution in the development of the peer mentees, and it helps in their research as well. Next, please. So this is the list of the peer mentors and the mentees which we have in this year. And next, please. In addition to that, we have, this is just a student who has cleared the MPhil program in BBS with a high distinction, which means a CGPA of more than 3.5 in the core courses, and a percentage of more than 85% in the thesis defense, who was given a high distinction. Next, please. This is just a glimpse of the departmental orientation. We have a full-fledged 2 to 3 hours independent orientation session, in which we guide the students how are they going to follow the different guidelines during their course. Next, please. We have other extracurricular activities, like we celebrated an annual night. Next, please. And this is a mentor-mentee meeting, as I have already mentioned. Next, please. Although this the last batch which graduated was the third batch, and we are having the fourth batch, yet we have been able to find some impact of the MPhil program. Some of our students, they have presented in international conferences, both the poster and the oral presentation, and won awards from there. Next, please. Next, please. These are all the award winners who have received different awards. Next please, some of our faculty members are working as faculty members in BBS. They have been appointed as lecturers and senior instructors. Next please. Next please. This is our MPhil BBS class graduates. Next please. Next, our graduates. Next. And these students, they have also been serving. I have one example of an MPhil graduate of 2019 who has been selected as an assistant professor in the Department of Physiology in a medical college at Lahore. And there are 2 or 3 students who have joined the PhD program, and there are a number of students who have been appointed as research assistant in the different grants which are being run by the BBS department. So we at BBS try our level best to give you in the MPhil program very lucrative coursework, as well as widespread areas and expertise of research, so that you are trained to become a good scientist whenever you go to the academia, industry, or anywhere else. So all the best.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rehana, for giving such an incredible overview. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Shafqat Rosi to give us an introduction on Masters of Science in Epidemiology and Biostatistics. Dr. Shafqat Rosi, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, thank you very much. But can you please allow me to share my screen?
Do you want to share your presentation yourself? I can make you the co-host.
Okay, so yes, please. And if you have my presentation and you can display that, that is also fine with me.
All right, let me just do that. Dr. Shafqat Rosi, please go ahead. You can let me know when you want to change the slide.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So I'm Dr. Shafqat Rosi, Associate Professor and also Director of MSc Epidemiology and Biostatistics Program. So please move on. So these are some norms for today's webinar. So all participants are requested to please keep mic on mute. And if you have any question, you can write on in chat window. And if you have any question and facing any technical issues, please raise your hand so we'll address those issues. Next, please. So first I'll start with the program objective. So these are the program objectives of MSc EB regular. Conceptualize the principles and practice of epidemiology and biostatistics, critically identify public health problem and use epidemiology and biostatistics to characterize them at population level. Design and conduct epidemiological studies, manage and analyze data and use result to design intervention. Apply epidemiological principles to public health problems in the context of resource limitation developing countries. Next. We also offer the clinical research track, which is the specialized track and is ideal training program for clinical faculty opting for research track position and for clinical trainees interested in pursuing an academic career. So they can opt for the clinical research track. And here we have the objectives of the clinical research track program. So critically identify contemporary clinical problem, design, evaluate, and conduct applied research investigating clinical problem to enhance clinical care at individual and population level, and also demonstrate use of principle of epidemiology biostatistics within clinical discipline. So the overall aim of MSc EB program to train health professional with science background to have an in-depth knowledge of epidemiology, biostatistics, and their application in analyzing the major public health issues in Pakistan and developing countries with focus approach to regional problem and needs. So these are the program competencies. We would like to develop these competencies in our students, identify public and clinical health problem, design epidemiological studies for evidence-based decision, and apply epidemiology and biostatistical tools for solving public and clinical health issues, and develop critical thinking abilities to formulate evidence-based decision and demonstrate effective communication of dense quantitative matters in simplified manner, develop effective collaboration for academic and scholarly activities with stakeholders, and add on to all these competencies, clinical research track. They will also learn to perform clinical management studies and randomized trial for intervention to improve medical treatment and patient-related healthcare. So now I'll give you a description about the structure of the program. So in MSc EB, actually we offer a full-time program for 2 years and as well as part-time program for 3 to 4 years duration. And we have total 45 credit. And out of this 45, 39 credit are allocated for coursework and 6 credit for thesis work. In MSc EB, we have regular MSc EB and clinical research track. So I can explain what is regular MSc EB and clinical research track, and then we move on to the more specific courses of regular MSc EB and clinical research track. So actually, epidemiology is focus on evaluating the distribution and determinants of disease at the population level, whereas the clinical epidemiology brings the epidemiologic principles into the clinical setting to explore pattern, causes, and effect of health disease at the patient level. So this is the main difference between the regular and clinical research track. And clinical epidemiology is actually a sub field of epidemiology, specifically focus on issues relevant to clinical medicine. So a professional who works directly with patient or use data from patient to do research on health and disease and to develop new treatment, the clinical research track is more suitable for them. So moving towards the structure of the program, the back slide, the previous slide, structure of the program. So here I have already given description that the 39 credit for coursework and 6 credit for thesis work. So out of this 39 credit, you will see between regular and clinical research track, we have 30 credit same. 30 credit we will give for the core courses and 9 credit for elective courses in EB regular, and in clinical research track, 9 credit for track specific courses. Yes, move on to the next. So here we have the themes of MSc EB, epidemiology, biostatistics, and public health journal, and research in public health. Whereas in clinical research track, epidemiology and biostatistics, public health, and we talk about healthcare research. And in research, we mostly student offer a topic related to clinical and healthcare related. So in this table, here I'm just giving you a description how we have divided total 45 credits, 39 credit of coursework into different themes. In epidemiology, 9 credit, biostatistics, we have given 9 credit, and 12 credit for public health and healthcare related courses. And then we have 15 credit for research related courses. So in the next slide here, we have described the same thing in the percentages, how we have divided our credit into different themes. So moving to the next. So here I'll describe you the curriculum of MSc EB program. So we have introductory to advanced level courses. In this semester 1, we start with the introductory level courses. And in MSc EB regular and clinical research track, in both we have same. Since semester 1, we offer same courses to both. And then in the semester 2, we have 3 core courses and 1 elective course for MSc EB regular program. And when the MSc EB regular program will attend elective course, simultaneously track clinical research track student will attend track specific courses. In semester 3, we have 2 core courses and same for the clinical research track, and we offer 3 elective courses, and out of 3, regular student can select 2 elective courses. And same for the clinical research track. In semester 3, we offer 2 core courses and 2 track specific courses. And in the 4th semester, we offer only data management, scientific writing for publication course, and mostly time we dedicated for your thesis work. So you will start your thesis work from semester 2 from the critical appraisal of literature and protocol development course, where you will start from developing your research question, and you formulate your research team, you decide your thesis supervisor and committee member as per their expertise, and then you formulate a team, and this team will help you starting from this course till end of the semester and your thesis defense. So we kept only 1 course in 4th semester because we want you to spend more time on your thesis research, because we have rigorous thesis in MSc Epidemiology and Biostatistics. So up till now, 214 students have been graduated from the program, and 28 have completed PhD from international universities and 1 from national, and 17 enrolled in the national international PhD program. 59, according to our data, 59 are working in international organization, and 114 in local, and 80 plus, I'll update this figure, and 80 plus alumni have published their manuscript in good impact factor journals. So if you will look at this map, so this map is actually showing our alumni workplace around globe, and mostly our students get employment even before completing degree. And to date, all of our graduates have been readily hired by different organizations, and there are employment opportunities available for our graduates, not only within the country, but also the regional and international level. So our alumni are engaged with various esteemed national and international organizations such as Aga Khan University, Aga Khan Network, Aga Khan Foundation, Health Services Academy, National Institute of Health Islamabad, and World Health Organization, UNICEF, British Columbia, Center for Disease Control, and Center for Disease Control USA, and Academic Institute in USA, Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Public Health Institute of Middle East, and with different non-government organization as well. So these are working place of our alumni. So, and if we will talk about the teaching modalities, we continued all our educational activities even during the pandemic, and we switched to e-learning mode in a very short time span. Most of our teaching, learning, and assessment activities carried out using multi-devices supporting conferencing tool, dedicated educational portals and apps, and we develop our courses in the way that can be delivered in the interactive way. And we are now offering our courses in blended mode. So we are using education portal, VLE, virtual learning environment, to share our teaching material and upload or our recorded session on VLE. And if we are conducting session online, so we have created course shell in the Microsoft Teams, and then the student, we enroll a student in the course shells for online session, and we also use Zoom for online sessions. So these are the key strengths I'll briefly describe. This is the well-recognized program since last 2 decades, and we offer introductory to advanced level courses and elective courses to address public health challenges and emerging need of the country. And we have rigorous thesis development, including primary data collection with the application of advanced epidemiology and biostatistic concept. It is HAC recognized program. We also have a student mentorship program. A highly experienced faculty and mentors will teach you in this program, and all our lectures are supported by the skill labs, and we closely monitor students' progress and evaluation, and we are continuously upgrading our curriculum, and we not only introduce new courses but also upgrade our existing courses by incorporating new concept and emerging needs of the country. So, and we use different teaching pedagogies, using student involvement and variety of method for assessment. So moving to the next achievement of the program. So we have developed new courses. We have developed digital health research method and application in digital health research method and application, injury prevention control and mental health course. We have also incorporated new areas like translational skills, secondary data analysis, and experiential learning, and technological advancement were applied in coursework and assessment, and program switched to e-learning, which I have already described in the previous slide. And we have also included qualitative research method in the program. Mentorship program we have introduced to deal with where the mentor will help you to deal with the professional and personal challenges simultaneously and progress in academic in your journey here in AKU. And we have moved to paperless system, and we have built our capacity faculty in new teaching pedagogies, and we have also doing marketing, very effective and aggressive marketing to attract more suitable candidates. And impact of the program, if I'll talk about the impact of the program, our graduates play a leading role in the field of public health by analyzing and addressing major public health problems, and producing highly skilled epidemiologists and biostatistics who are working in academic research institute and public health organization locally and internationally. So our program graduates are working as the research faculty in the clinical department of AKU and enhancing the quality of research in their departments. And our graduates are enrolled in PhD program in well-reputed international universities. A number of applications have been increased from the in the last 4 years. And program also cater need of the other educational programs. And most of our students get employed even before graduation. Also, our alumni are getting publication in good impact factor journal from their thesis research. So our target audience are academician, clinical researcher, public health practitioner, and medical and other allied health graduate with interest in public health. So now we have the eligibility criteria. So candidate who have at least 1 year of work experience after graduation, preferably in a health-related field, part-time, internship, and volunteer work is not included, and hold at least one of the following degree are eligible. So here we have given, and it's also available in your brochure. So now moving to the next. So admission process, we have a selection based on the merit and potential commitment. So first, the registrar office evaluate your application, and all those candidates who are eligible the registrar office will invite you for the written test. And in the written test, we have 3-component English, which is a qualifier, and then we have quantitative reasoning and subject specific component. And all those eligible candidate who will fulfill the criteria of the admission test and the required marks and the cutoff, then they will be invited for the interview with the senior faculty member, and then the university will get approval from the different entities, Medical College Committee for Educational Program, Academic Council, and Registrar Working Group. So this is our admission process. We also offer our program as a part-time for all those candidate who are working and would like to with their professional commitment and would like to get some professional degree as well, so they can get benefit from our program. While we are when we are offering part-time program, we kindly note that this program part-time doesn't mean that we are offering our classes in the evening purely or on the weekends. We offer our classes in weekdays and during office hours from 9 to 5. Yes, moving to the next. So related to the financial assistant, I'll leave this for the registrar working group. They can better guide candidates related to financial assistant, which are available in the university. So moving to the next slide. So we also have a web page for Masters in Epidemiology and Biostatistics if you are interested in detailed coursework and the assessment. So you can visit our website and moving to the next. Our student also participate. Obviously, we have with different classes and thesis work and presentations, quizzes, exams. Our student also participate in extra different activities, games, and get-togethers. And here are some pictures of our students. So you can contact us. Here we have the detail. You can contact us on the website, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And the last date for the application is March 14. And these are the date. Admission test. Admission will be held on the Sunday, May 12. And shortlisting will be done from July to August. And orientation and classes will commence from February 2025. So here, so that's all from my side. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shakir Rodi, for giving us such a comprehensive overview of Masters of Science in Epibio. Now I would like to invite Dr. Narjis Rizvi to introduce the Masters of Health Policy and Management.
Presentation, right?
Yes, this is. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kiran. So, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to all those who are here online. And they are sitting with us. Some of us, people are sitting with me as well. So, Assalamu alaikum to everyone. So, I will be talking about the Master of Health Policy and Management program. So I just wanted to show these two photographs over here because you will be studying in the at the Ahan campus. But basically, the purpose of your studies is to solve the problems of people who you can see at the bottom of the slide. So basically, your aim and your purpose of these studies are to solve the problems, the health problems of people of Pakistan. I will be very briefly presenting the MHPM program overview, the goal, objectives and competencies, teaching approach and pedagogies. Very, very briefly, I will show you the curriculum, content and assessment and achievements so far. The program, MHPM program, it was initially Master of Science in Health Policy and Management. The program was approved by AQ Board of Trustees in 2000 as MSc Health Policy and Management. And then the first batch graduated therefore in 2002. Later in 2018, we realized that many of the professionals do not have a science background, but they are still working in the area of health. Therefore, we changed it from Master of Science to Masters in Health Policy and Management in 2018 for opening doors to non-science background candidates. And I think, and I feel, and I strongly believe that this is a very, very strong point of that program, that those candidates who do not have a science background but still working in the field of health, they can apply to this program. So far, 248 students have graduated from 2002 to 2022. And so full-time, it's a full-time program, 2 years program. And part-time program, we also offer for those who want to enter into a flexi mode. And then it is for 3 to 4 years. Again, it's a strong point of this program. We have 4 semesters. Each semester is of 17 weeks, 16 weeks teaching, and then 1 week for exam. Total courses are 13, total credit hours are 46. Thesis is in the last semester, and I will be showing you the tab table which shows where the thesis is placed within those whole 2 years. Then summer break in first and second year, and the courses are offered on weekdays afternoons. So the goal of this program is to train and develop professionals in health policy and health systems management and research. So these are the 2 very, very important areas: policy and health systems, and management and research. So the objectives of this program are that by the time the students graduate, they should be able to describe how to formulate and analyze health policy, list and explain essential components of planning and management of healthcare programs, and describe design methods and techniques to conduct health systems research. The competencies they acquire from this program include that they are able to formulate and analyze health policy, design, implement, and manage healthcare programs, and conduct health systems research. And the strongest component of this master's program is their thesis, because while doing their thesis, they conduct a health systems and policy research. So the teaching approach, basically, it's we believe in action learning. So it's not rote learning. They are given opportunities for interactive classroom sessions, group exercises, then they work in groups and then make presentations. They are given case studies and they try to come up with the solutions given in the case of the problems given in the case studies. We also take them to field visits. They also, when they visit any area, they come back and write reflexive notes. They are also given opportunities for computer-based tutorials and instructional videos. So these are few of the glimpses of these different pedagogies. This is a photo of interactive classroom session. Then these are the group activities they are involved in, then computer-based tutorials, panel discussion, field visits, and so on. So the assessment, the most important part of the whole process for the students especially. So we focus on applied learning, and that is the reason that we pay very little focus on quizzes, but mostly we believe in case study based quizzes, presentations, debates, projects, critical review, analysis paper, and so on. So these are the different techniques which are used for assessment, so that we can see if students are able to apply whatever they have learned during the courses. So this is the curriculum of the Master of Health Policy and Management. I would not go into the details of different courses, but I have already informed you that there are 13 courses. In the first and second semester, there are core courses, and in the third and fourth semester, there are few core courses, but most of the other courses are the elective courses. And then students are also collecting their thesis data, analyzing it, and so on. So we invite guest speakers, and there's a whole list of speakers which is given. The purpose is not that you read all these things, but just to give you an idea that we invite people, internal and external experts from AKU and other entities, academic, national and international NGOs, resource institutions, and also development partners. So the content of the courses we give references for the textbooks, we also give references for different journal articles and so on, and grey literature. But the basic emphasis of the whole program is that students themselves identify the problem and they search literature, and then they come up with new changes, scientific knowledge updates that are there in the literature. So I would like to spend a few minutes on the thesis. So basically, they write their protocol in the second semester, then they start working with their supervisory thesis committee. There are usually 3 members in one thesis committee. One is the supervisor and one or two other members. One could be the subject specialist and so on. So they collect data. They write first of all the protocol, then they collect data, analyze data, and then they write report. They can do in thesis, there's again a flexibility, which is again a strength of this program, that they can do secondary data analysis because a lot of data is available and they can do analyze that and write their thesis on that. And they can also go for primary data collection. So we have diverse faculty. We have people from health systems, management sciences, epidemiology, biostatistics, health economics, policy analysis, medical anthropology, and sociology. What are the key achievements of this program? So the program got accredited in 2011 from Higher Education Commission. In the same year, we moved from term to semester system. As a result of this move from term to semester system, we reduced the number of credits from 61 to 46. And then we have guest lecturers from all over the world. We, as the other program director has also mentioned, that because of COVID, we became 100% face-to-face, and it was a challenge, but that we met that challenge. And then from that online, from face-to-face to online, and then now we are moving in the direction of the blended method pedagogy. And so very soon we will be becoming blended program. Alumni are employed in national and international organizations. And to tell you the truth, really, that before they graduate out from our program, they are already, hired by different institutions within our department, within different other sections of the departments of the Aga Khan University and outside as well. And I will give you a few numbers related to that as well. So then it also provides opportunity to non-science professionals working in health, which I already mentioned. So as a result of the good quality of our program, our enrollment has increased from 30 to 95, and even in 1 year it crossed 100 plus. The admission increased from 8 to 40 and graduation increased from 13 to 30. And in 1 year, we even, I think 34 or 35 students graduated from our program. Now, I wanted to show you the impact of our program. So if you look at the alumni employment status, then you can see that 39% are working in Pakistan in different research projects. 19% in national organizations, 19% are doing their PhDs, pursuing their PhDs. And during the last 3-4 years, the number of PhDs have tremendously increased. And then they are also working in international organizations. They're also working in public sector, academia. So this is the impact of the program. So I will stop here. And then whenever we will open the floor for question and answers, then I would be happy to answer if you have questions. Thank you so much, Kiran. And on a lighter note, if you look at today's program, then one of the recent alumnus of our program is actually the master of ceremony of this event. Kiran, over to you. I'm so glad that you are hosting the program.
Thank you so much, Dr. Narjis Rizvi, for giving us such a comprehensive introduction of Masters of Health Policy and Management. I think that this was one of the life-changing moments in my life for when I opted for this particular program. Now, Without further ado, I'd like to invite Dr. Asad Nafis to introduce the Masters of Science in Public Health. Over to you, Dr. Asad.
Yes,
Do
welcome.
you
Thank
want me
you.
to share the screen?
I can share from my end. Hope I'm
Okay,
allowed
I
to.
will give you the posting options then. Please, Dr. Asad. Go on.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. Thank you first of all for inviting me to talk about the program. My name is Dr. Asad Nafis. I'm Associate Professor at the Department of Community Health Sciences, and I'm the Director for MSPH program. I'll very briefly take you through various aspects of the program, including this is the overall aims and objectives. So as part of the program, MSPH program, we aim to offer high quality education for developing skilled professionals and leaders in public health in Pakistan and in the regional context. The specific objectives of the program include developing and offering a competency-based curriculum that is designed to address the burden of major public health problems, again, in the context of low and middle income countries, including Pakistan. We aim to equip the students with knowledge and skills to systematically analyze and solve public health problems with a specific focus on health equity. We want to provide self-directed learning experience using innovative educational methods. This is a 2 years program, and if you want to attend it as a part-time student, you can do it in 3 to 4 years. The program comprises 4 semesters, and there are in all 39 credits for coursework and 6 credits for thesis. That makes it a 45 credit program. We include interactive and diverse teaching methodology. We have lectures, tutorial discussions, e-learning, and many other aspects. There is continuous evaluation through projects, presentations, quizzes, mid-semester and end-of-semester exams. The program curriculum is grounded in foundational public health knowledge and competencies. It is based on the Council on Education for Public Health, CEPH, USA. And there are 5 specific domains as recommended by CEPH that includes biostatistics, epidemiology, social and behavioral sciences, health systems, and environmental health sciences. In addition to that, we have included a 6th domain that's about relevance to low and middle income countries in Pakistan for our students here. The curriculum is a mix of core and elective courses. In my next slide, I'll show you some of those courses. So as I mentioned earlier, it's a 45 credit program. Besides the 6 credits reserved for thesis, we have shown a breakup of the 39 credits. In the first semester, there are 4 core courses that are listed here, including biostatistics, epidemiology, public health, and comparative organization of healthcare systems. In the second semester, there are 2 core courses that includes a course on protocol development, and this one helps you develop your protocol for the thesis. There is another core course in second semester that's called behavioral and social sciences in public health, and there are elective courses. You have to pick 2 elective courses in the second semester. The options are listed here. In the third semester, there is 1 core course that's called Environment, Climate Change, and Human Health. And then again, you have a menu from which you have to select elective courses. And in the third semester, you have to pick any 3 elective courses. In the last semester, there is just 1 core course that's called Global Health, and then you have time for thesis work. So that's the overall structure of the program. So in terms of eligibility, we require 1 year of full-time work experience after graduation. And you have to be a graduate in health-related field at the time of application. This could your work experience could include voluntary work, part-time or unpaid internship. That I'm sorry, should not include voluntary work, part-time or unpaid internship. It has to be a proper formal work experience. The kind of degrees that are eligible to apply for MSPH program are listed here. You have to have 16 years of completed education, and the degrees, specific degrees could include, first of all, Bachelor of Science in Public Health, BSPH, besides MBBS, if you have experience or qualification in veterinary sciences, human nutrition and dietetics, or even equivalent similar other degrees, you are welcome to apply. The target audience for our program include physicians, dentists, nurses, allied health professionals, as I mentioned, preferably with experience in public health. The applicants may include health sector managers, both from public and private sector, and other public health professionals. Moving on, in terms of the programs and our graduates' employment opportunities, I think MSPH program offers a breadth of knowledge and transferable skills, and you can work in various settings and disciplines and sectors in Pakistan and abroad. Some of the examples are listed here. You could be working in public sector at local or provincial and federal level, or with national and international organizations. You could work in the academia, or the careers may include, but are not limited to, administrative roles, field-based programs, education, and research. Just to let you know, MSPH is one of the most recent programs being offered by the Department of Community Health Sciences. This is our second batch this year. So the program started in 2023, and we now have 2 batches, and our first batch would graduate this year, inshallah. About the admission process, I think other program directors have covered this already, so I'll not go into details. But the admission test would be similar to other CHS Community Health Sciences Department graduate programs that would include English language content, reasoning, quantitative reasoning component, as well as subject specific component. These are the key dates that I think you have already gone through, and yeah, you are welcome to connect with me or our program admin people. My direct email address is listed here. So I'll stop here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asif Nafis. If you guys have any questions, please do write it on chat box. Thank you so much, Dr. Asif Nafis, for giving us an in-depth overview of Masters of Science in Public Health. Now I would like to invite Dr. Tabassum Zehra for introduction of Masters of Health Professions Education.
Thank you so much, Kiran, for inviting me. May I have the rights to share?
Yes, ma'am, you have the rights. You can share your screen now.
So, thank you everyone for joining. It's a pleasure to have you with us. I'm Dr. Tabassum Zehra, and I'm the director of the Master of Health Professions Education Program. We have a team who works with us, Dr. Shazia Baba, the program coordinator, Dr. Sara Shakil, and the rest of the admin support that helps to put this program together. I'll walk you through the different aspects of this program, which includes the programmatic faculty, diverse faculty members that we have, the features, the outcomes, what are the eligibility requirements, and how you can get into this program, what could be the program structure, the fee structure, the education strategies, and different multimodal assessment strategies that we have, what kind of learning resources AKU provides, for our students, be them online or on site, and of course how you can get in touch with our programmatic office members. So walking you through, basically, MHP aims to develop excellent teachers, innovators, researchers, and leaders in health professions education. This means that you are not just becoming, a teacher. You're not becoming a skilled teacher, but you're also becoming an innovator. You're also becoming a researcher and leader in your respective field of health professions education, be it medicine, be it dentistry, be it nursing or allied health. So, this program caters to all these areas, all these health, medicine and allied health fields, and, develop graduates in this area. So the programmatic faculty is all renowned faculty members from across the nation. We have Professor Emerita, including renowned professors as well from different universities, from coming from different institutions within the city and from outside the city. And also we have some international faculty members who join us for certain sessions, because we have experts who join in and who give their own experiences with respect to the health professions education and the global trends in health professions education that are prevailing, so that we can have a flavor of what's going around. It's not just the contextual learning that's happening, but also what is happening in the global world and how we can be adapted to that kind of change that's coming up, as we saw during the event of COVID-19. Um, we have the programmatic staff with almost support in this endeavor. And so, as I said, the program not only leads you into the respective teaching skills that or competency that are expected, but also develop you as an educator. This program basically develops an individual as a problem solver within health professions education field, develops as a professional, as a good communicator, as a team member, because we also cater to teamwork during our coursework that is offered. And also we expect that yes, the graduates become leaders in their own fields when they walk out of this program. And yes, every aspect is based on evidence-based research. So of course, they are going to become researchers in health professions education. The salient features, this program is recognized internationally. This means that if you have done this master's in health professions education, you graduate out of this program, you can get admission to any institute outside Pakistan. So it's internationally recognized, it is recognized by HEC, it is recognized by Pakistan Medical and Dental Council. As I said earlier, that we have expert faculty members, guest speakers. And the other salient feature of this program is, God forbid, one candidate is not able to pursue the master's degree due to any reason, um, then there's an option that this kind of student can exit with advanced diploma instead of just completing or leaving the master's program and not having any kind of certification. So we have this exit strategy. If you have covered the courses and you are not required to go through the thesis and the advanced courses, the additional required courses and the electives, you can just exit with advanced diploma. So there's one option available for such students. But the entry is going to be through the Master's Health Professions Education. There's no separate admission into the diploma. So our graduates and our students, come from diverse perspectives, from diverse geographical regions, not only from within Pakistan, but also from, outside the country. You can see Afghanistan also. We also have a student who is from Oman. So we have students who are, joining us from outside the nation as well. And the beauty why we have this kind of mix and diversity of student is that this is a blended learning program. It has a hybrid mode of learning. The beauty is that students can join in from wherever they are, because most of the faculty members join as students in this program, and we also expect that faculty who have at least 1 year of teaching experience join this program. So they are based in their own context, they're based within their own institutes, and still they join this program because most of it is distance based. So this is how, students have this flexibility of attending and coming to on site for the courses only for such short period of classes that they are going to attend on campus. So these are the glimpses of the graduation ceremony that we had. This is from last year and this year's graduation ceremony. Very pleasured students and graduates. This is our alumni wall. You can see many of our, graduates are working at international level and national level. The impact, you could see that even at this stage, we have our postgraduate medical education associate dean, who is an alumnus of MHP from AKU, our examination and promotions committee chair, who is also the alumnus of MHP AKU, and then we have international graduates who are working at international level. For example, Dr. Jabin Fayaz, who's working at University of Toronto, and so we have others also. As for me, myself, I am also one of the graduates of this program, and I'm the very first graduate, and you could see me sitting over here. And Dr. Rehana Rehman, who is also the graduate of this MHP program, is also now the director of the MPhil in BBS program. So we are very fortunate to have her with us as one of the students in the previous years. So what are the admission options? So this is a very, interesting pathway you can enter. Then we have two routes of entry. This allows students a flexible route to enter, so that it does not mean that we are limiting the students to enter through the admission cycle only, which is being announced right now by the registrar office, but also there's another route where student can just opt to take one or two courses which are also offered as standalone, and they can then use this option to enter into the program if they wish so. If they don't want to if they don't want to take MHP, then they can just take one course or two course maximum, and then they exit. But however, if you want to get into the MHP program, you will have to submit your application also as well at the time of admission. So the other option is obviously, as I said, from this route of admission that we are offering through the registrar office and the graduate admissions which have been announced. But for the option one, the requirement is that the cumulative GPA of a student should be at least 3 in order to be eligible to enter through this route, because in this route the student will then be exempted from the interview and then the admission test. So because we understand when a student have already taken the course, they don't need to go through the test and interview, so they just get exempted. So there are two routes of entry. The admission flyers are already out, and you can see them. You can find them on the web. You can find them on the DD website, our departmental website. You can find them on the AKU Global Admission website. So these are all up there. So the important aspect is who can apply into this program. Candidates having bachelor's degree, which means 16 years of education, either a medical or dental degree, a nursing degree, or in allied health. So candidates who have a bachelor's degree in all these areas can apply with a teaching experience of 1 year. So we need, a 1 year of teaching experience, because as I said earlier, that these are faculty members who are actually, placed in various institutions, and they are interested in taking this as career, and they want to pursue and develop their educational motivation that they have. So this is what is expected, because this is going to be, a contextual learning. This is not just theory. This is not just, a written work, but it's contextual work. You have to be within an institution, and all this learning is going to be applied. So it's not that we just teach you and you go back and you just get the degree. No, it has to be applied, and that application is then being assessed. So how you're going to solve the problems within your own context, within your own institutions, the teaching and learning and assessment, and all the educational aspects of the programmatic content that is going to be covered within this program has to be applied and contextually relevant. Right. So the prerequisite, this is another a prerequisite this is a short course basically. This is an introductory short course in health professions education, which we call it as a prerequisite. And why we call it as a prerequisite? Because this the teaching in this course leads to the detailed teaching within the programmatic courses. Different courses are linked to these aspects which are covered in this course. So we give the flavor of how the program will run within the 2 years of the programmatic structure. And this course is offered 3 times a year, and two of the offerings are face to face and one offering is online. So you can have you have an option, either you want to take the face to face offering or you want to join online. So this is up to you. But there's also a flexibility that it's not necessary that you first take this course and then apply for the MHP. But yes, if you have applied for the MHP, still, because you have this in the meantime, the course will be offered. So you have this flexibility to attend, and the provisional admission can be given. Right. And the validity of this course is 3 years. So if you have done sometime before this course, maybe 4 or 5 years, so it will not be valid. However, if it is within the 3 years of time frame, so you can still apply and you can make use of this ISCHP as a prerequisite. So how does this program help in career development of educators in health professions education? So once you enter into this program, you have a specialty qualification in health professions education, right? You have an option to either exit with a diploma or to continue after having the master's in health professions education and to become a researcher, innovator, educator within your own discipline. And further, what you can do is you can have a pathway to lead choosing the PhD in health professions education. So this way you also, become leaders and scholars in health professions education. And this allows many of our graduates have already, taken this path. They have, as I said, that either they are clinician educators or they are, educator researchers. So they have taken this as an additional. May I request everyone to please mute your mic because it's causing a disturbance. Thank you. So, so our graduates can, take different pathways and they can help their own institution and contacts in whatever field they are. So during COVID-19, we had this, as every other program, had to go through the transformation of the delivery of the content from face to face to. We are having some disturbance. Can you please mute your mic? Right. So during the COVID, we had this content transformation from face to face to virtual delivery, and we could run this program very efficiently. Interactive and engagement strategies were used. The quality was maintained. We ensured that there's no compromise on the quality of the program and the content that is going to be offered. So in this way, we were able to cater to a large number of audience, large number of students who joined us virtually, and we engaged scholars and leaders in health professions education and in medical education. You could see now the chairman of Higher Education Commission also in the picture. So we could make use of many multimodal engaging strategies. So programmatic structure, if I walk you through the program, so this program is basically just walk you through. So this program is to come to, the course is basically offered in 2 years. So the courses are structured in a way that there are 4 semesters, and in these 4 semesters the student have to be on campus for 1 week. So there is 1 week of interactive classes that you could say. Otherwise, the pre and the post interactive sessions are self-study. This is a 16-week semester. So for 1 week, you have to be on campus or you have to have an interactive session. However, for the rest of the pre and post of this interactive session is self-study, and assignments and tasks are being given which are contextually relevant. Right. So we have a certain modification in this delivery as well, which I will talk to you right now. Is that previously we used to have or we used to offer students who had to attend these interactive session on campus, and they were it was made mandatory for them to be on the campus for this face-to-face interaction. However, now what we have a new offering in this context is that for the entire semester, student will have to come for only 1 week on campus, and the rest of the interaction could be synchronous. This means that, for example, like now I'm talking to you, the classes will be online, so you can connect from wherever you are for the rest of the courses. However, for 1 week in every semester you have to be on campus, so this will reduce the cost of travel, this will reduce the cost of time that you are spending within the campus, and you can be at your ease and take your own uh, flexibility in completing the tasks and joining from wherever you are. So this makes a little easier for faculty members who have families, who have other commitments. And as I said, that this is something that we have offered, that just once in a semester on campus you have to be. So this is something new which has come up. Right. So the other new aspect that is being introduced, and this is something which is very new to the region. This has not been offered anywhere within Pakistan or the Asian institutions, is that we are now introducing a simulation track in Master in Health Professions Education. This means that this track will have courses and thesis requirements based on simulation based education. So the thesis will be written on SBE. The assignments that the student is going to write is going to be on SBE. However, it's going to be just a track of the existing MHB program. It's not a separate program, but it's the track of the existing program. And students who opt to join this track will be given a certificate mentioning that they have a area of concentration in simulation based education. So our faculty members are renowned faculty members in this area, who are University of Toronto, Dr. Jabin Fayaz, our very own alumnus, and Dr. Faisal Ismail, who is leading the Center for Innovation in Medical Education, which is a state of the art center in simulation based education. So the educational strategies, as I said, are interactive, online, face-to-face, as well as, team-based, task-based, and case-based, simulation, role plays, contextual application, multimodal assessment methods. So all these strategies are being used within this program. It's not lecture-based. It's a kind of engaging workshop format kind of classes. So it's not didactic kind of a teaching that's happening. So we also have mentorship with respect to other programs that also have this area of mentoring, peer mentorship, and faculty mentorship. We assign a senior faculty member who is also who seems to be a mentor to the students, and a senior peer who is assigned to a junior peer, for the entire period of the course that they are in for the program, to help them out with regard to their assignments and all the areas of teaching and learning, and the expectations that are for the program. Assessments are also based on, as I said, that every aspect of this teaching and learning and assessment is linked to the outcome of the program. As we said, we want a graduate to be an effective communicator. So we work on these areas to develop them how to present effectively, how to communicate effectively. And then all these assessment modalities, along with the teaching and learning strategies, are linked to the outcomes, and they make them, they assure them that these outcomes are being, achieved during the process of learning. Thesis requirement is one of the master's level, graduate level expectation, and which is the requirement of the university. So we also have a thesis where external examiners do assess the thesis, and we have also internal examiners which are from within the institution and local, which are local based. And there's a thesis committee who helps the student, also to overcome with the thesis writing and help with respect to the project. And there's a thesis coordinator who walks you through during this process. So we also engage our student and alumni. We do not leave them. We are very uh, what would I say? We are very happy to have our alumni and students to be with us, to engage with us, and we keep them connected. It's not that we leave them after they graduate. So this is just a glimpse of what happened in the last 2 years. In 2023, we had a conference, which was an international conference in health professions education named as ICRA in HPE. And in this conference, we had a special celebration of our MHP students and graduates where they showcased their expertise, they presented their research work, they moderated different sessions, they were the rapporteurs. They designed the dinner for the MHP students and alumni. So all the big, the leadership qualities also were showcased during this period and during this conference. So we made them showcase their leadership qualities as well. And as we all said that we all have our alumni reunion from different programs. So MHP also had this year as well as last year. So this is a glimpse of having this alumni reunion where we engaged our alumni um, in a way where we can, have them virtually interacting with their peers who are here, like face to face. And then, this was kind of a hybrid kind of a reunion, and it went very well taken. So this is something that is also kind of, keeping them intact, keeping them engaged, and presenting and making them involved in our activities. So we also engage them. We have also started engaging them in our newsletter. So these kind of activities also go along apart from, their publication and their uh, scholarship activities. So the fee structure, I leave this to the registrar office to take care of the tuition fee and the structure. However, just to mention that this fee can be paid in installments, and the registrar office will, give you further details about these are all the learning resources that are available for the students, be it on campus, be it online. The resources are there for them to, engage them in all aspect of the learning process. And this is the program office. You can always be in touch with us. We have one of our student representative because we also engage our students in, in the curriculum committee. We take them on board when taking decisions. We take them on board while reviewing and revising our, courses whenever they are being offered. So, and we engage them on different aspects of the curricular presentation, delivery, and modifications. So we have Dr. Ahsan Nasir. Ahsan, are you there? Ahsan?
Yes, I'm here, Dr. Basum.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll just hand over. Before I hand over, I'll just go. All that the deadlines are already been provided to you by the registrar office. Please take care of these deadlines and submit your application on time. And with this, I hand over to Ahsan to please share his experiences and how this has, elevated his career in health professional education, how he is able to make or contribute to the field, and how he can develop himself as a change agent. Yes, Ahsan. Please can you
Uh,
share?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Basum, for providing me this opportunity. So, my name is Dr. Esan, and I am currently year 3 student of Masters of Health Profession Education at AKU. So if I want to tell about my experience here as a student, so I had a very good experience of getting go through this masters here at AKU, because that is something which is completely new for anyone who is entering into this field as and decided to make it as a profession. So I have learned different aspects of this masters to this through going through this masters, and I am very much able to apply the principles I learned through this masters here at my institute where I'm currently working. So the best part about this masters is that the contextual and the application within your own context. So that is the biggest positive point of this masters. If we will go through the different positive aspects. So I particularly believe that if anyone is interested in this masters, so it's a good decision for them, because that is the one way through which you can bring a change in the health profession education field, and that is something which is pretty much required right now in our in the field of health profession education.
Right. Thank you so much, Essen. And with this, I hand over to Kiran for proceeding with the rest of the aspects of
Thank
this
you
webinar.
so much, Dr. Tabassum Zahra and Sarasan, for a detailed overview of Masters of Health Professions Education. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Shahid to give us an introduction on Masters of Bioethics.
Thank you, Kiran. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Master Bioethics program is a new program. It used to happen.
Dr. Shahid, your voice has an echo. Are you logged in from two devices at the same time?
No, I'm not. I'm just logged in with one device. Is it still giving echo?
Yes, there's an echo.
Is it better now?
No,
Or
unfortunately.
is it better now?
Can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. It's clear now. Thank you so much.
All right, okay. So a Masters in Bioethics program, this is the second Master in Bioethics in Pakistan, and that this is the only one which is offered from a university. And it is a 2-year program in which we have contact sessions plus online learning. So it's a hybrid program. It is the students who get admission into this program only have to come to the campus for 1 week for a course. If they have 2 courses in a semester, they will only come for 2 weeks together. Or if they have 3 courses, then they will come for 3 weeks overall in one semester. And this way, there will be 4 semesters in 2 years. And at the end of 4 semesters, students will graduate with a Master's in Bioethics degree. And the best thing about this program is that it is from Aga Khan University, which is undoubtedly the best university in Pakistan, and not only in Pakistan, but it is a commendable university throughout the world. Plus, bioethics is a subject which is involved in almost all walks of life, and the Masters in Bioethics program, is not limited for doctors only. It can be taken by doctors, paramedics, nurses, dental professionals, allied health professionals. Plus, it can be taken by lawyers and engineers and business administrators and anybody who would want to take it can take it, because this program is a very diverse, and the admission criteria are also very diverse. So I welcome you all to come to the program. It is for the first 3 cycles. The program is funded by a National Institute of Health, USA. Therefore, the fees for the program is very much reduced, subsidized. Candidates only have to pay, I think, 20% or 25% of the fees, which is also compensated in different ways. So you can find more details about the program on our website. So kindly visit the website, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shahid Sameem, for giving us an introduction of Masters of Bioethics. Now I would like to invite Ms. Nasreen Sheikh from the Registrar's Office to talk about the admission process. Please, Ms. Nasreen. You want me to share?
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and thank you for joining us. So our application deadline or last date for submission is March 14, 2024. You can apply online by logging on to www.aku.edu/apply online. Make sure that while applying, you have an active email account and a password that you will use for the application. You need your CNIC or passport number handy at the time of applying. You need to upload the following documents on the application portal, which requires a fee challan, which is of rupees, application fee is of rupees 7,000 for Pakistani applicants, and those applying from abroad needs to pay $150. A passport size photograph is needed, which shows your full face, your CNIC or passport, CNIC for local nationals, Pakistani nationals, and passport in case you are a foreign national. Attested grade 10 or SSC or O-level mark sheet, attested grade 12 or A-level mark sheet is needed. HEC attested undergraduate and graduate degrees and transcripts as applicable is required to apply for our application. Those who does not have HEC attested documents are required to upload HEC receipt as an evidence that their application attestation is in process. This is a mandatory requirement for the application. Experience letter, in some programs we require experience of 1 year or 2 years. This is as applicable. A CV, most recent CV, and reference letters. Reference letters are required for PhD in health sciences at the time of application, but for remaining programs, graduate programs, it is required once you are shortlisted. Upon successfully submitting the application, you will receive a confirmation email in your registered email address in your inbox. Applications submitted after the deadline, which is after March 14, or remain incomplete are not processed. So make sure that you submit your application before the deadline, which is March 14, 2024. You will be allowed to write the admission test. We will issue an admit card which you will use for appearing in the admission test, and this admit card will be issued to the eligible candidates only, or who are meeting the application requirements. This admit card will be available on the admission portal. Students will be able to view and download their admit cards from the admission portal. In stage 2, once you are given your exams, your results will be sent to you on your registered email address, or you will be able to view your admission test results on the admission portal. Candidates who will be meeting a threshold or shortlisting criteria will be invited for interviews. And for graduate programs, shortlisted candidates will be required to submit the requested documents via email as a PDF form. For candidates who are failing to submit pending or unattested or attested documents upon shortlisting, university reserves the right to cancel their application without any further reference. And for final selection, we made an offer of final selection on the overall assessment of the candidate's dossier, which is approved by the university's admission review committee. Reference letters, as I stated earlier, that reference letters for PhD in health sciences is to be sent by your referee directly on the postgrad.query@acu.edu latest by March 14. For other programs, it should be submitted once you're shortlisted. But for PhD in health sciences, these references are required at the time of application. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nasreen. Now, questions. Yeah. Thank you so much to all our directors and registrar's office for those insightful overviews. Now it's time for our question and answer session, which is moderated by Ms. Eamon Farheen Sani. Eamon, over to you.
Thank you so much, Kiran. So the first question that we have is in the order of the presentations. The first question is regarding MPhil BBS. A student asks, as an MSc student, 3 years BSc honors and 9 years specialization in parasitology, can you guide me for which specific program I'm eligible to apply? The student has 9 years of specialization in parasitology. So they're asking in which program would he be able to?
Okay. So parasitology, it doesn't come in the domain of MPhil in biological biomedical sciences, but he can try some other pathology or pathology laboratory medicine sort of graduate courses. But for the biological biomedical sciences, his parasitology experience will not be very helpful for him.
Okay. What is his qualification? It's an
MSc student with 3 years of BSc honors.
Okay, so 16 years of education.
So he qualifies for MPhil,
but not for
not
BBS. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Our next question is regarding biology, epidemiology, and biology. If we adopt clinical research track, then we also are able to do research at the public level or not? Dr. Rosie? Dr. Rosie is
Yes, she is there.
Yes, yeah, sorry, I was actually on mute. Yes, as I have mentioned earlier, that we have 39 credits for coursework, so 30 credits are same for both EB and regular, EB regular and clinical research track. And I have also shown theme of research, so obviously they can opt for the public health research work as well. Actually, clinical epidemiology, as I have mentioned earlier, is a subfield of epidemiology, and which especially focuses on the issue relevant to clinical medicine. So all those students who are interested and directly dealing with the patient and use data from the patient and to do research on the health and disease and to develop new treatments. So this is more suitable for those candidates. And if they are opting for and who are interested in the distribution and determinants of the disease at the population level, then the MSEB regular is more suitable. But in any ways, obviously, they can also work on the public health and healthcare related work.
Thank you so much. Our next question is regarding the program of health policy management. The applicant is asking, is it mandatory to have work experience in health sector only for Masters of Health Policy and Management? As I have experience in banking sector and 1 year of experience in education sector after bachelor's in business administration. So am I eligible for HPM?
I think 1 year experience in health sector is mandatory requirement.
Okay. Next question is regarding HPE. The applicant says, I need to know about PhD for HPE, whether it is happening in the future. Dr. Tabassum?
Yeah, so yes, definitely PhD is going to happen in future. It's almost in the process of, final approvals. Um, we were just working it out for its announcement in next year's admission cycle. So hopefully, let's see. We all pray for the best, and we hopefully we'll be having some announcements in 2025, inshallah.
Thank you. Our next question is regarding MSPH. Dr. Asad, the applicant is asking if MSc in public health offer any standalone courses. It's not specifically mentioned on the website.
Is he there?
Okay. We have another question regarding bioethics. Shall we move on? Dr. Shahid, we have a question. It says, is the master's in the bioethics program recognized by the PMDC?
Yes, it is recognized by PMDC.
And another question regarding bioethics, is the admission test being taken twice a year?
No, the admission test is not taken twice a year. I think I also responded to this question in the chat. Last exam was for the 2024 year class, which has started its MBE in 2024. Now this examination test, which is going to take place in toward the middle of this year, this class is going to start in 2025.
Okay, thank you. Next questions are regarding the admission test. The AKU admission test scores are valid for a period of 2 years from the date the test is written.
Yes.
I wanted to see if this means that after the test we can appear for the interview next year as well without sitting for the test again.
Sorry. So if shortlisted, then
yeah.
If not shortlisted, then scores are not valid.
Or
Yeah.
okay.
In case of shortlisting.
If the applicant has been shortlisted, they are eligible for the interview, otherwise not. Okay. The next question is, I'm facing problem in attestation. Higher Education Commission do not attest transcript if original degree is not available. I have not issued my degree from my university and only 13 days are left for the submission of application. What should I do?
So see, HEC does attest transcripts if it's like there is a regulation of HEC from the date of graduation, 3 years from the date of graduation. If it's more than 3 years, then HEC will not attest the degree without the transcript. So I would appreciate if this candidate should write to us directly on postgrad.query@ aku.edu. So we'll guide him or her accordingly. We'll see his or her.
Can you repeat the email? I'll just type it in the chat box.
Postgrad, postgrad .query@aq.edu.
Our next question is regarding MPhil BBS, and they are asking about how to prepare for the entrance test. From where can we prepare for the entrance test of MPhil BBS?
So the basic knowledge of biology and the few of the lab techniques which you people have might have experimented in your MSc are the ones which are likely to be asked. So we do not ask much of the anatomy, but the physiology, for the physiology you can read the textbooks of physiology and the textbook of which can tell you about genetics. But we only touch the basic knowledge. The template of the paper is there on the website. You can have a look on the look at the paper, but the questions are usually the basic level questions, the understanding of which we expect that a master students should have.
All right, thank you. Our last question is regarding admissions. I wanted to see if we have registered in part-time program, so we can switch from a part-time to a full-time program after a year maybe.
Yes, it's possible.
It is possible to switch from part-time to
Yes.
full-time and from full-time to part-time?
Yes, yes, both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms.
I think,
Amen. Now I would.
I think there was a
Yes, yes.
question in the chat box, and I would refer it to Ms. Nasreen for her response from the registrar's office opinion. The question was regarding the transfer from one program to another. Like, for example, a candidate who is already enrolled in MHP at Peshawar and would like to, if he or she wants to switch to MHP AKU, so how can this be possible for such students?
So we do not take transfer students. This student will have to appear in the admission test, and if qualifies the admission test, the candidate has to follow the whole admission process. So we do not take transfers.
But the transfer credits can happen for a certain number of credits. That's what the policy is?
That is,
Yeah.
but this candidate has to go through the whole application process first.
Yes.
If
yeah,
shortlisted,
exactly.
then you see that those courses can
Yeah,
be transferred.
yeah.
or not.
Yeah. All right.
All right, thank you so much. Lastly, I'd like to invite Dr. Mohammad Shai Shamim to deliver the vote of thanks. Professor Shamim, please.
Thank you very much, Kiran. Thank you. And first of all, I would like to thank Kiran, you for moderating this session so nicely and smoothly. I would like to thank the registrar office for being here and giving us support. I'm very thankful to all the program directors who have taken the time for sitting with us in this webinar and explaining in detail about the programs. I'm very thankful to Miss Amen, who is manager at the Director of Graduate Studies, for arranging this webinar, and the comms department and the AV people and the peer place people, the staff. I'm very thankful to them. And last but not the least, I'm very thankful for all the participants who attended the webinar and made it possible. I welcome you all and to see, inshallah, see you in AKU and be a part of the legacy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Shamim, program directors, and thanks again for everyone to join us. If you have any further queries, Dr. Tabassum, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I think there is a question about post-bachelor's work experience waiver in certain cases. I don't know what kind of question this is. So if we can request, the person who has posted this question to please elaborate. It has come directly to me. I don't know
Is this
what
the question by the iPhone to everyone? It says,
Yes.
can we apply if we do not fulfill 1 year post-bachelor's work experience, but we are a promising candidate with internships and a lot of commitment?
No.
If you
then
have
requirement,
if you have 1 year of
requirement is
teaching
there and
experience,
it has to be.
And especially when one
For
applicant is
it's not
attending the
required.
webinar, you should attend with your own name so that it becomes more authentic.
Yeah. Thank you. If you have any further query, you can contact the program office.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Query वाला email address दे दूँ, उस पे they can.
Thank you, exposure.
Thank you so much. I couldn't announce because
It's high YN.
No problem.